Hey philosophers, just me here trying to be cool and do this video thing, so we will see how this goes. Hello, obviously we're not technically meeting this week, we're not technically meeting next week, but I just wanted to jump in and provide a little additional insight and clarity into what to expect moving forward. I think we'll roll just fine. I have a lot of faith in this group, so I'm not worried, but if I can ease any concerns or just lay out more clarity, well, that's what I'm here to do. So first thing to notice is that some things are staying the same. We'll keep doing the workbooks, or the philosophical cogitations, as I called them to try to sound fancier. So, doing those logical fallacies and the Eastern philosophy portions and the philosophical training where you play devil's advocate, we will keep doing all of those things. The only part that's different is the class synopses. Since we won't have class in the traditional sense, those will be based on content that I post in little modules under content on D2L every week. So I've already set a bunch of those up. Don't start trying to work ahead because they're not done. I just threw a couple things in there, but I will post video and audio clips and introductions to some of the materials that I'll send. I might also post specific questions for you to think about or write about in your synopses. So that's how we will do that. I've pushed back some due dates. I didn't want anything to be due this week. I wanted to let everybody just adjust and take a little bit of a breather. So if quizzes fell on this time, I pushed them back, so double check quiz due dates. Your cogitations, your first half of the workbook, we're gonna be due today. I was gonna check those off in class, but we're taking this week off, so I pushed that due date back a few weeks as well. So yeah, take a breath and feel your freedom there. I'm making week 6, I believe it is, that we missed, just a freebie. I'll give you the points regardless. I really hope you'll do it anyway. There's some good stuff in there, and I want you to know these fallacies. I want you to encounter these philosophical concepts from an Eastern perspective and to keep practicing devil's advocate. All that stuff is in there for a reason. I think it's really important, and for me to give you a complete, introduction to philosophy, I really want that to be part of it. But I'm not requiring it since everything went crazy and we missed the week. Obviously, there's no class synopses to do for that week, but I've shuffled content around so that we'll still cover everything. Don't worry about that. But do the rest of the workbook if you can. Give yourself points regardless, but do it. Make me proud. What else? So attendance will be self-graded now. Essentially, what it means to attend an online class is obviously slightly debatable. As far as I'm concerned, if you're doing the class synopses every week based on the content that I'm posting every week, then you can go ahead and give yourself attendance points for that. You have your attendance record from the more or less first half of the class just still in there in D2L for now, so you can use that when you self-grade as well. If you missed during that last week that we met due to symptoms or just concern about the coronavirus generally, be kind to yourself, give yourself those points too, that's fine. So that should be easy and straightforward. There'll be a Dropbox for that. You don't have to worry about that till the end of the semester. We'll talk more about it later. I also created an anonymous question Dropbox. It won't be anonymous questions to me, obviously, but the rest of the class won't know who dropped them in. And that's just worth 1 point, so you don't really have to do it, but I just thought it'd be a cool thing to add where if you want to ask any questions about philosophy or anything you've read, you can put them in there, and then in a weekly video, as I'm getting ready to lecture on any new material, I'll also just run through and address any questions that you've dropped in there. So give that a try. I think that'll be super fun, but you're only missing 1 point if you don't do it, but just do it, right? Do it because it will be cool. I think those are the main things. For the most part, we should be able to roll pretty smoothly and everything should be pretty straightforward, right? A lot didn't change. We didn't have a paper to worry about. There's no presentations in this class to worry about. So I think we're gonna be great, but I'm available to you via email, so you don't just have the question Dropbox. Obviously, you can post stuff on the discussion board. You can post stuff, you can email stuff to me. I'll keep posting things every day just to keep things light and fun. If some of you are just kind of cooped up in the house right now and looking for something to do, I'll try to keep posting meditations and other things like that. So be on the lookout for those, but there's no content that you really need to be working on or nothing for a grade that you need to be thinking about until the week after next when we're back on for real. So hope you all are doing well, and I'll see you again soon.